Hi there. In this video I'm going to show you what I need for you to be able to have the Avada theme so that we can customize it for you. So the Avada theme is a great theme. It's really versatile. It has a lot of cool features in it, and it is a very popular theme. They claim to be the #1 selling theme of all time, and it's probably true because it's a great theme. So what I need from you is, starting with #1, to choose your home page. If you come up here to the menu, you're going to go to ysnmavada.wpengine.com, and if you go to Home and go to Home Samples, you're going to notice there are a ton of different versions of the home page. So you can go through all of these different samples, including the home page that we're on, which is the main home, and you can go through these. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these because you're going to probably take your time and go through all of these different home pages and look at all the different elements that each one has. Now, just because you like one home page, you may like this home page a lot, but maybe when you get down here, you don't really know what this is and you don't really like it, or you don't have a graphic that matches this, so you don't want this section. That's okay. You can still pick this home page and not have this section, because any home page that you pick, we can remove any section from it or replace it with a different section. So, but I'd like you to pick one of the different home pages as a basis. So come up here and go to home pages, and then you're going to find the home page that you like. So let's say you come here and you pick home page version 14. In this version, we have a slideshow at the top. We have a header and a welcome statement. We have four service boxes. That's what I like to call them. Down here we have a nice graphic. It's like a little slideshow graphic with a header, an intro sentence, and a bullet point list, and a button. Another header with a sentence and 4 graphic images. These go to portfolio items. So when you click on them, they're either going to go to, in this case, a video or a link, and a portfolio page where you can see a graphic, a project description, or it's a project rather, I'm sorry, not a portfolio, but a project, where they have these special fields that go with it. So I can also edit these fields and remove them as well. So going back, that's the project section. Then it has another header with a paragraph with a bullet point list. Click each one. It has a little bit more information. Has this great movement area that has numbers that move with descriptions of what they are underneath. Again, another bullet point list with a graphic here. So this is a really cool home page. If you were to choose this page, what would you need to give me? #1, you would need to give me information for the slide. So this is obviously a demo slide. We cannot use the information that is in this slide as copyrighted images and things that are in here. So you would need to choose your own graphics and overlays and images for this slide. So you would have to tell me what you wanted in it, what images, and what overlays and information. So if you wanted to use something like this, these are 3 separate images that are transparent and overlaid on top of this. The clouds behind it is another image, and then this is a header 1, header 2, a paragraph, and a button. So you'd have to be very descriptive about what you want in this slideshow. If you want something very simple, like one full image and that's it, just sliding across with some text on top of it, we can do that too. You just have to tell me what it is that you want. So slide 1, I have 3 graphics that I want coming in. I want graphic 1 come in first, then 2, then 3, then I want this, then I want tagline 1, tagline 2, tagline 3. I want tagline 1 to be huge, tagline 2 to be medium, tagline 3 to be a button. So, and then I want tagline 1 to say this, tagline 2 to say that, and the button to say this, and to go to this link. So you have to be very, very specific in what you want this slideshow to say and do. Then for the first section, heading, sentence, tell me what you want the heading to be, what you want the sentence to be. For the section 2, you have item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. Each one of these items has an icon, it has a title, and it has a description. Then it also has a secondary title and a secondary description. So you have to give me each one of those items for each of these different sections. Down here, you would tell me, you would provide me with photos for this. So it could be multiple photos. We could probably have 10 or 15 photos here. It doesn't matter. Then you're going to give me title, paragraph, bullet points, and then if you want a button here, I can put a button here, and where do you want it to link to? Exactly what link does this go to? So section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4. Let's say section 4 you don't want. Tell me, get rid of section 4. Then section 5, here's your projects. There's an entire section inside Avada where I add projects one by one. So you're going to tell me, for this project, here's the picture. And then inside the project, let me show you kind of what that looks like. So each project, you're going to give me a title, a description. You're going to give me a featured image. You can give me 2 featured images for that description. And then you can give me different items for that, whether, what you want it to be. So it really gets very, very, very custom inside here. So there's a lot of different things that we can do, like if there's a project URL, a description, a video for it. You just have to give me the details of the project so that I can create the fields for the project. So in this case, it has a video, has a project URL, the copyright text, copyright URL. There's all different kinds of different things that go with it. So again, you're going to kind of keep it, I'll show it to you again, image, description, details. I can customize these to be what you want. The categories, this stays categories, but you can give me what categories I can put here. So this might fit different categories, and each project could be multiple different things. It could be skills, it could be whatever it might be. So this is important because projects could show up under different categories, and the client can come here. Let's say they want to know more information or more projects you've done under a specific category. They can click it and it will show them more projects related to the same category. So that's really cool because it allows them to look at different things that are related to the same type of category. So then they can view more information. So let's go back to 14. Down here, you would tell me, what do you want the title to be? Another paragraph, bullet point 1 with a paragraph, bullet point 2 with a paragraph, bullet point 3 with a paragraph, bullet point 4 with a paragraph. So again, you're going to be very specific. So we are on section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, section 5, section 6. Section 7, you're going to tell me A is 7,000 with this, when it says wonderful users and counting. B is 25,000 with support threads resolved. C is 8,000 with hours of development. D is A, B, C, D, 11,000 with cups of coffee. Speaking of. Awesome. All right, next section, title, bullet points, and photo. And that's it. Footer is entirely different. So this is a different part of the website. So this is your home page, and this is what you're going to tell me for the home page. So you're going to tell me for home page, I want home page version 14, and then you're going to give me all of the details for that home page. It's going to take a lot of work, obviously, for you to give me those details, but those are the details that we need to complete your home page. Now, the next thing that we're going to need is your menu items. So usually every menu starts with home ends with contact. It's very important to do those two things because that's what the consumers look for when they're on your site. If they're in the middle of your site and they're on some other site, page of your site, let's say, and they're not on your home page, if they want to go back to your home page, they look for home here. If they want to contact you, they look for the contact button over here. So it's natural to look at for those things here and here. That's the first item I would have. That's the last item I would have. In between is whatever you want. So you're going to tell me for item 1, I want this, and underneath it, I want this, this, and this. So these are nested items. So you're going to say, I want slider underneath it, and nested underneath slider, I'm going to have slider info page, revolution slider, layer slider, fusion slider. You can give me a menu in a format like this. Works very well if you do it. And you tell me that just like we used to do in high school. So if you give it to me like this, then I will know exactly how to lay out your menu. So this is a really great way to send me the menu. The next thing I'm going to need is the content for the inner pages. So content is what goes in what page. So if you have an About Us page, I need the information for that page, and including any pictures that goes with it. So if you have an Our Team page, I'm going to need all of that information. I need a picture of the people and their information. So if you have testimonials, I need all the testimonials. It really helps if you send me all of this information all at the same time. If you piecemeal all this together, it is going to take longer for us to find the information. You're sending it to my project manager, Jamie, but it is not going to help our people to make this project faster if you're piecemealing it together. So it helps us if you send this all together in one big email with everything together. So any content for any of these pages, send that to me. It helps if they are, for instance, the About Us is in a Word document, not a PDF. We cannot copy out of a PDF. So send it in a Word document. Each page in a Word document. Graphics should be named. For instance, if you have a team page, you should name the graphic after the team member. It should be their first and last name with their title or specialty. So if it's John Smith Builder, it should be John Smith Builder. Try to use that keyword builder because he is a builder and people will be searching for builders. If you're using graphics in, for instance, the home page, and this is a picture of a house or a tool or a picture that you've taken, whatever it may be, try to rename this picture as the keyword. So it should be a picture of, let's say it's a picture of a real estate house. I would name this Franklin-TN-Homes-4-Sale. So, and then tell me for the home page, the image that goes here is Franklin-TN-Homes-4-Sale. So I know where this image goes. So that way it's perfectly clear where the image is, and the image is already named for the page. So that was the next section, is graphics. Graphics are very important, and the images that you give me are very important. I can rename them, but it's very helpful to me if when you tell me, here's the image, that you've already named it so that it doesn't come to me as image_25679.jpg. Instead, if it's a person or if it's a specific item, I have a clearer idea of what that image is by giving it a specific name. Additionally, if you need any images, you can go to Big Stock Photo and search any images here. So if you come here and you find an image that you like, let's say this is the photo that you like, simply send me the stock photo ID and tell me you want this image, and then tell me where you want to use this image exactly. You do not need to sign up. If you come to the site, it'll often have a little pop-up that will ask you to sign up. You don't need to sign up. Just keep searching the site and close the pop-up. You can also send me the URL if you want to send me the URL, but really all I need is this little ID number right here. Be very careful, and please actually copy the whole thing, the stock photo ID word as well, because a lot of times people copy this and they miss a number, and then I have to go back and ask you to resend it because it'll give me invalid ID. So start at the whole end and copy all the way stock photo ID when sending me these ID numbers so I get the whole thing and we don't miss any numbers. Okay, so the next item that I will need is the footer. What do you want down here in the footer? The footer does not have to look like this. It does not have to have 4 columns. It can have 3 columns. It can be 1 solid column. If you've seen other footers that you like, show me another footer. You can even go to another site and maybe down there and take a snapshot. Go and on the Mac I use the snipping tool. It's in the Play Store called Snipping Tool. If you have, and then I'll grab it like this, and I'll grab it like this and say, I like this footer, and download it. With a PC, if you come down here to the Windows symbol and type in snip, there is a very similar tool. So you can use either one of those. And in the footer, if you want some suggestions are your contact information and your blog posts, your social media, things like that, testimonials, your logo, similar things like that. Speaking of your logo, I will need your logo for the top of the site as well. Please, clearly, I'm going to need something that is landscape version. If it's tall, it's not going to fit here. It's going to make this header too fat. So we need something small that will fit up here in this header. It cannot be too large otherwise. So if you have a lot of words and stuff up here, keep in mind that that's not going to really fit up here very well. You have to have a logo that's going to fit into this theme. You may want to work on that. If it has a black background, you may want to consider reworking your logo, in which case my suggestion is go to logoin.com, L-O-G-O-I-N-N. Come down here and choose the unlimited package for $120, and they will give you 8 different revisions. 8 designers will work on revisions, and you can hound 8 people to nitpick on them. They will submit 8 different designs, so you'll get, let's say you get 8 different designs, and you can tell this one to change that hand to purple and that one to green, and change that font color to this and move this here, and tell this one to do something different. And you can get 8 people to design 8 different, totally different logos until you get one that you absolutely love, and then you're done. And it's unlimited revisions until you get the design that you like. So it's pretty awesome for $120. So the last thing is your contact information. Your contact page, if on your contact page you want a form, I need to know what it is that you want on that form. For instance, do you want a contact page that just has name, email, phone number, and how can we help you box? Do you have specific fields that you want? I can get, I can add check boxes, I can add radio buttons. I use the Gravity Forms plugin. So let's see if it'll give me some examples. So, you know, this is, for instance, radio buttons. I can do addresses, there's schedules, these are check boxes. I can do all different kinds of really cool things with it. So lots of different neat things with Gravity Forms. So just be very specific on the contact page, how you want me to do that contact page. Lastly, your social media. Very important that you give me the links to all of your social media. I need the URLs to your Facebook, the exact URL to your Facebook page, your Twitter, your YouTube, your Google+, your LinkedIn, all of those, and any other ones that you may have. Those are all going to be very important so that I can use them in your information. I also need you to go to WordPress.com. Notice I said WordPress.com. And hold on, let me sign out here. Okay, so I need your information for this site right here. If you don't have a login for this site, then I need you to create one. It is WordPress.com, not .org. If you're going to create one, create website. You're going to not find a domain. You're going to just enter, you're just going to have the free version. So you're going to go Shara Hammett. There you go. Free version, select. Free version, select. There you go. That's it. That's how you sign up. Then you're going to verify your email. Go back to your email. Please activate that email. I need you to do that so I can use that. This is so I can connect your site to the Jetpack plugin. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to need for this is your sidebar. So let's go and actually at the blog. Okay, so on a blog page, for instance, you have what's called a sidebar. And your sidebar can go on any page. Most pages can have a sidebar or they can be a full width, but you get items on your sidebar. They can be a contact us, it could be a quick search, it could be a connect with us. It's basically another way to, here's for instance a search box. If you're in real estate, I would tell you to put a quick search here, a contact us now button, a social media button, a featured properties button, things like, and a testimonial, scrolling testimonials. Those are the things I would use there. But you can, here's some example: recent works, recent posts, testimonial, contact information. Good example. So, these are some great examples of some things to put on your sidebar. I need to know what you want here. So tell me what you want in your sidebar, and we can do your sidebar. And that's it. Those are the main things that I need to know. And lastly, the one other thing is the colors. Right now this blog is set to, or this site is set to have this green color as the main highlight color. So you can tell me if you want it to be a different color. What color do you want it to be? It's only green because that's the Avada colors. So if you have primary colors you want to use, I need to know what your primary color is. If you want the background of the foot or something, let me know what you want that background color to be. So that's the last item, and that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop us a call. If anything that I've explained here is confusing, we're happy to walk you through it. And phone number is 517-917-0582, or you can email us at support@yoursiteneedsme.com.
Yeah, pero yeah. Pull. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ah. Ooh.